God. Oh God. What is going on? In today's full flight video, going to be taking this lovely 777 back down to Jeju from Gimpo here in South Korea. Thank you to all members for the continued support on the channel. Well everyone, I'd like to welcome you all back to a brand new video. Hope you're all doing really well. You join me here on the ground at Gimpo Airport here in South Korea. Passengers are currently boarding. As you can see, the aircraft is about to be all set up. We're in the Boeing 777-200 today with the Pratt & Whitney? Yeah, Pratt & Whitney engines. I nearly said Pratt & Whitney, that's how much I go for my coffee shops. Anyway, let me show you all the flight plan for today then. So we are Asiana 8985 down to Jeju. We have a flight time of 56 minutes, cruising flight level 40,000 feet. Quite high for this short flight. Cost index of 44, 294 passengers. And we are departing off runway 32 right, which is literally just right, oh, hello. Which is literally just right in front of us. Is literally this runway right here with all the trees in the way. Quite a crappy freeware scenery, isn't it? Or default scenery. And then we're going to be arriving into Jeju on the Dottle to Papa runway 07. And there I do have scenery, which is always fun, and it's a really nice scenery as well. The flight here was requested by member James, and the flight was quite popular, so on the way back we're going to fly it back into Jeju as well. Let's get straight into the 777 flight deck then and get this flight loaded. Well, welcome into the 777 flight deck. Overhead panel is pretty much already sorted. I've got the aircraft powered on. ADIRUs are already powering up as well. So we're going to head to the EFB and we're going to request the data from SimBrief. The META today, we've got 340 at 2 knots. Cloud and visibility is okay. We've got 7 degrees and it's QNH 1019 with no significant changes expected. So let's set the QNH now, just while we remember, or well, I remember, should I say. There we go, 1019. And we're going to head to the FMC and start popping in our data then. So we are at Romeo, Kilo, Sierra, Sierra. There we go, that's in there. And we're going to pop that there as well. Go to the route page and we're going to do a route request from SimBrief. Set the payload. Set the fuel, that's correct, and then select the route. As that route is requesting, we'll then do the rest of our bits and bobs. Good, let's load in that route. We've got uplinks already. Perf in it, uplink ready. Good, so everything should now be in here, ready to rock and roll. Activate and execute. Go to the perf page. I would accept the data. 0 fuel weight is in there. Cruising flight level 380 with a step climb, I believe. Is that what this was? To be fair, I think I'm happy to just go at 3.8. It's probably saying that we can't do, yeah, unable for 400. I'm not surprised with that, to be honest. So departure, we're departing off runway 32 right on the Balti to Tango. And we'll execute that. And then this is our departure, guys, if I quickly show you this. So from 32 right, we're going to depart straight out with a left-hand turn. Kind of just flying south of Seoul and then down south of Korea and then into Jeju, which is going to be a nice interesting arrival, but we'll get to that bit later on. Everything in here then is pretty much done. All we need to do is the takeoff performance tool. So if we go to that, we'll import from OFP and we're going to import from the aircraft. Anti-ice off, aircon will be on auto, import the weather and calculate. And we've got a takeoff 2 with a select temperature of 38. So pop that in there. And then the takeoff flaps is flaps 5. And there's our trim. And we'll dump all that in there. Trim is 5.75, so we'll just make sure that we set that later on. Oh, we can do it now actually. Let's do that. Okay, 5. There we go, 5.75, and that is done. We'll set 139 then on the IAS, indicated airspeed, as that's our V2. 139, flight director left, flight director right. And then we'll also set our altitude all the way up to 380. We'll do a direct climb. And then also we're going to set this to the bank limit and 320 on the heading. LNAV and VNAV. See what signs are on. Everything up here is looking good, guys. So now we've just got to wait for boarding to complete, and then we shall start pushback and departure. Okay, so boarding has completed. We're now going to switch on GSX and we're going to prepare for pushback and departure. We'll switch on the beacon light, and while GSX is closing doors, or they attempt to, they never get it right, do they? Do you remember on the last 777 video, we literally just couldn't shut the doors? Some other doors do it, some don't. Yeah, the last one was the cargo doors, but I'd rather it be the main doors. I'm going to want traffic and data. Oh, there's an aircraft. Hello. That's a bit weird. What's going on there? Why? Oh, God. Oh, God. What is going on? That is a very interesting landing. Oh, my God. Come on, shut the stupid doors. Close all. He's literally going about 5 knots. Oh. Oh. This is a cinematic experience. Oh, God. Oh. What aircraft is that? AP-22. So it's literally like a little jet. Oh my God, close the doors, please. I just don't understand why GSX and the 777 just can't close doors. There we go. We're going to want nose left. Right, and then ground service connections. Let's remove the chocks. And everything's looking good. Beacon light is all on. The fuel pumps can come on as well. Don't need anything in the centre fuel. Okay, let's start up the engines. Parking brakes released. We'll start engine 1 up. There we go, engine 1's going to start spinning. Very good. Dump in the fuel. Oh, it's lovely sound. There we go. Right, engine 1 looks like it's got itself. Oh, it's still on start. Okay, we'll give it a few more moments. Why is he pushing it backwards?
Please set parking brakes.
Is this actually a thing? Oh wait, there's a guy in the back. Is there a guy in the front? Oh, there's a girl in the front and a guy in the back. Do they control different wheels? So let's start up engine 2. Parking brake set. There's a lot of things I'm finding out today.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Engine 2 is still spinning up, spooling up. Okay, both engines are normal. I'm going to switch on all of this stuff here. And that's good. APU off. Now we're going to set flaps 5. So 1, 5. Trim is already set. And then I want to put on all of our lights. And we're going to do a flight control check. Full left. Check. Full right. Check. Full up. Full down. And then forward left. Full rudder right. Free movement, which is good. And then anti-ice recall, auto brake RTO, flight controls check, ground equipment clear, and before takeoff checklist is also complete, but we'll sort that out soon. Parking brakes released, and now we're going to set a bit of thrust and taxi to the left. I do love flying the 777 now with the sound pack. It is a much more, it's just a much better plane to fly than what it was before. Right, I think I can take this right turn here. I chose a short taxi so we didn't have to look at this god-awful scenery for too long. We're approaching runway 32 right. We're going to switch on our weather radar and pop on our landing lights and our strobe lights. And our before takeoff checklist is complete, and then it'll be the after takeoff checklist next up. Right, shall we? Right, let's run the clock. About 40%. Near on. Okay, it's stable. Toga. $80 knots checked. Thrust set. V1. Jesus. Rotate. Oh my god, we barely even rolled on that one. Positive climb, gear up. Holy moly, talk about a powerful rocket takeoff. These engines are so powerful. Jesus. Okay, we're going to bump on the autopilot straight away. Wow. Look how high we are. We're not even not even far away from the airport yet. Look at that. We've only just left the airport. Right, let's bring up the flaps. What a powerful, powerful takeoff. I think James on the other, oh no, it wasn't James, someone else on the comment, I think it was Gareth, he put, but that's not a 777, that's a rocket, and literally this is more of a rocket on this aircraft. That was powerful. Wow. That takeoff roll was less than 10 seconds. We literally just pretty much lifted off straight away. I love the wings on the 200. They remind me of the 7576 wings. Right, let's go to the legs page. It is interesting flying in South Korea. This is like I said before in the last video we've done here, not been here before in the Sims, so it's definitely an interesting route. But this is why I love flight requests, because you guys do request some really interesting destinations that I would never come up with myself. So I really do appreciate all of the requests when you do. And flights like this are a lot of fun. Right, let's not. Yeah, let's just climb. Ignore the altitude restrictions. There we go. It's a bit bouncy. I mean, look at that. 5,600 feet per minute. Mental. We're going to switch off the landing lights, runway turn off lights, and taxi lights off. And there we have it, guys. I'm going to leave it there until we reach closer to Jeju. Have an amazing rest of the day, and I'll catch you all shortly. welcome back to the flight deck, everyone. We're going to start planning for the arrival into Jeju. So we're landing runway 07 at the, well actually, you know, I might change that to 25. They're going to go runway 25 and we'll go by the Dottle 2 Mike. What's the difference? Oh yeah, 2 Mike. 2 Mike arrival, and then the approach we're going to do is via, we'll do the ILS Yankee, or what's the one that kind of joins up from here? Yeah, ILS Zulu from Dukao straight into runway 25, and that way we have a headwind, not a tailwind, which always helps. So that is the arrival. I'll have a quick look at the charts. Actually, we're doing this arc here. Seems to be 11,000, 10,000, and then kind of as it shows, I think it's Doku, isn't it? Or we kind of come. Oh yeah, we come from here. Wait. There we go. So we come all the way around here, and then Nivo 7,000 feet, and then we do 4,000 at Duckle, and then straight in. So that is the arrival routing here. Quite a fun arc to arrive. Exact same either way we do it. It's like a around this arcing circle. But yeah, anyway, I'll catch you all closer to Jeju. Enjoy the rest of the video. Welcome back to the flight deck, everyone. So we've been in the air for 45 minutes. As you can see, we are battling quite a bit of turbulence here at the moment. On the flight plan, I think the turbulence was at top of climb, it said, but yeah, it looks like we've got quite a little bit coming into Jeju. We've kind of been chucked around quite a bit. We do need to descend to 4,000 feet, and that is for Duckle. We need to be at 4,000 feet or above. So let's set that now, hopefully with our green line, trying to figure out where we need to be. It's in 17 miles, so to be fair, we don't need it that quick. We can now reduce our speed, because we're going to be lining up pretty much straight away from the point when we turn left. That is the approach bit. So reduce our speed to 205. We're going to set flaps 1, just to help us out with the speed, and I think we'll also set flaps 5 as well. To open up the flight recorder for the landing. There we go, flaps 5 is being set. We are being a bit trucked around a bit, aren't we? Let's switch on the landing lights and all of the rest of them. Make sure they're all switched on as well now. Jeju should just be behind these clouds here, just to the left of us. I'm happy with where the speed is as well. We're at 6,000 feet, doing about 215 knots. Let's reduce it to 200. See if we can get it down a tiny bit more. Speed brake is already armed for landing. QNH is also set at 1019. We'll just double check to make sure that is correct. Yeah, 1019, it's 6 knots the wind, few clouds at 3,000, 16 degrees, so quite nice weather. Quite nice, not too bad. We can arm the approach mode now, get that done and dusted, so that's already set in. I can reduce our speed to about 190, also going to now set flaps 15. Looking good. Right, now just about to level off at 4,000 feet. And then we need to be at 2,900 by Tokin. Oh. 2,900. Right, speed's coming down to 180. We are 16 miles from Jeju. We've just captured the localizer, and our purple diamonds are coming into full force. And now let's reduce the altitude down to 2,900. Hopefully it does it. Come on, plane. There we go. That's the right way. It is. Look at that crosswind. Wow. Oh, there is a crosswind on landing on the runway, so that's just something to keep in mind. It'll be about 6 knots. The engines are bouncing around. Do you know, I can't wait for a 757 or 767 for the sim. I really can't wait for it. Okay, let's do the approach checklist, altimeters, and then landing checklist will be next. Right, we've captured the glide slope, which is good. Let's reduce our speed to 160 knots. The runway is just in sight in front of us.
2,500.
Have a slight feeling that the speed is going to be quite hard to get down now. We've got a bit of a tailwind, so we might have to drop the gear. So let's go gear down. There it is. Good, right, okay, that's 160 knots, and now we want 129. Now, is it +5? It looks like it's just 129. And now we're going to drop flaps 20. And flaps 25. And flaps 30. There we go. All the flaps are out, ready to rock and roll. Landing lights are all on. Let's do our landing checklist. Speed brake armed, landing gear down, flaps 30. Checklist is complete. Good stuff. Okay. Now, auto thrust out. I've control of that. And we're going to disconnect the AP. There we go.
1,000.
AP disconnected. I have control. And a bit more thrust. Now, did I start the recording on the flight recorder? Yes, I did, thank God. I was like, oh no, the flight recorder. Oh, that's cool. Look at that Jeju sign in the bottom left. That's pretty nice. Okay, slightly high.
100. 50. 30. 20. 10.
Oh god. Touchdown, there we have it. And there we go, reverses are green. I said uh-oh, because I thought I was going to absolutely slam it into the ground. There we go, reverses. Green decel. $60 knots manual braking. Reverses stowed. Auto brake off. And welcome to Jeju, 57 minutes altogether, and we're going to vacate here to the left. Very, very nice landing. Bit windy, bit of a crosswind, but we made it in the end. Right, let's bring in the speed brake. There we go. And just slow it down a bit more. And we're going to swing it to the left. It's quite a tight turn, so just have to take it a bit more wide. Landing lights off, runway tunnel lights off. Strobe lights off as well, and let's start swinging it. Landing rate, guys, -254, so on the firmer side, but nothing that 777 cannot handle, right? That's how I look at it anyway. There we go. Spinning around nicely. And now we've got to choose a stand. So GSX. Oh, fair enough. Okay, I will choose a stand. Let's go to gate 10. Are they all mediums? Yeah, fair enough. Gate 10. I'll make it bigger, don't worry. Okay, flight director left, flight director right. We'll take a right-hand turn onto Romeo on the west apron. Right, here is gate 10. I forgot to start the APU up. Taxi light off. And we'll swing it into here. Now, don't worry too much. I'm going to get GSX to reconfigure the parking stand for us. So they can accommodate us. Oh, what was that sound? That crackled. I'm not quite sure we need to be going this far in front, but... Stop. Parking brake set. Now APU, I'm going to wait for it to be available because... oh, APU is running. Good. Engine 1, engine 2 cuts off. Fuel pumps, we'll leave one of them on. Beacon light off. Seatbelt signs off. And we'll also switch off hydraulic 1 and 2. Very, very good indeed. Now, GSX, I know what you're going to say. Oh, it's going to let us do it. Oh, hello. Look at him. Oh, he's well happy. Love that. I'm just as impressed as you are. Now, where was we meant to wait? Here. But I guess they're doing that for the jet bridge to be aligned. There we go, that's pretty cool. It's completely perfectly aligned. Just a bit worried about that engine. They're very close. Very close to that engine, aren't they? Perfect. They're literally the perfect amount of distance there. Right, okay, let's do the shutdown checklist. Hydraulic panel set. Wait, is there a certain way it's meant to be? Yep, hydraulic panel set. Fuel pumps off. And we'll get the ground power on. If we go to electronic, no, here. Ground connections, set chocks. Request ground power. There we go. So ground power is on. Parking brake is also set. And weather radar off. Now we also need to switch off. Don't know what I just flicked, but there we go. Yes, yes. We'll open up entry door. Jesus. Let's disarm all the doors. And we'll open up this one. I'm not sure why they're so obsessed. GSX is like... There we go. Okay, cool. And that's done. Secure. ADIRU off. Emergency lights off. And packs off as well. Packs. Left pack. Right pack. Oh. Is there something I have to do myself? These are just the only packs, aren't they? So yeah, packs off. Normal. Checklist is complete. Guys, welcome to Jeju. I hope you all enjoyed that flight. I very much did. It was very enjoyable. Sorry about that door being open. Once again, thanks to James for requesting these 2 flights. They were a lot of fun. And if you guys want to request flights, then you can do with the link in the description below. Just remembering that if you're a member of the channel, you do get prioritised flight requests. I've still got a few more to get through. I have seen them. And I'm just getting there. There was quite a few the past few weeks that randomly just came popping through. So I am getting there with the flight requests for sure. But yeah, thank you guys all for watching. I'll catch you all in the next full flight video. And have a great rest of your day. Bye bye.